Okay.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's Moral Rebranding. Marriage is a very beautiful thing, a sacred institution that brings love, joy, companionship and growth to our lives. But what happens when the spark fades, challenges arise? We are exploring the importance of maintaining the sanctity of marriage. Join me as we dive into this vital conversation with our esteemed guest, Mr. Matade. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth, and thank you, viewers, our fans all over the world, not just Nigeria, not just Africa, but globally.
And like today, we are discussing the respect for sanctity of marriage. I want to ask you, what does sanctity of marriage mean to you as an individual?
Yeah, that word sanctity means is a kind of a very sacred word.
Okay.
It's called that to sanctify something.
Yeah.
When something is sanctified in the altar of God, it could be in this thing, that thing is holy, it's sacred, and it should be kept under that condition.
Exactly.
And respected under that condition.
Exactly.
So when you talk about sanctity of marriage in itself, sanctity of marriage is viewed as a crucial aspect of one's life.
Okay.
Marriage isn't just the unity of two individuals through paper or law, but rather a covenant with the Lord. If you do it just right, then you will have a God-fearing married life. You see the definition
Exactly.
of this sanctity when it is done accordingly to the rule of law. In the beginning, in the scripture, in one of the holy books, the first institution that God ordained is marriage.
Exactly.
When he created our first forefathers, that is Adam and Eve, they were the first couples.
Yes.
Before maybe devices of sin crumbled into homes and beginning to cause havoc, destroy home. Because let me take you back. Once any home in any place is affected, the society is affected. Because you should know that homes are the bedrock of moral rebranding. They are like you said, the institution.
Yes.
So that is why it is very important that you respect the sanctity of marriage. You are not respecting it because of your wife. You are not respecting it because of your husband. You are not respecting it because of your children. You are not respecting it because of the society, but because of the creator, the owner of marriage institution, which is God. That is why those nitty-gritties of a marriage, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Should be observed.
Yes.
Critically.
Exactly.
Without remorse, without any idea of noticing. It should be respected in all ramifications.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do you define respect in the context of marriage?
Yes, respect comes in you saw the definition we had in sanctity.
Oh, yeah.
Respect has to do with the word respect, respecting something that somebody believes, something the feeling, and most especially respecting the feeling of others.
Okay.
Maybe as your husband, as your wife, because each one of we are talking about marriage today. We are talking about marriages, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Because these two people deserve respect in their own area. Your wife deserves respect because she is your wife.
Okay.
Yes. Then your husband deserves respect because he's your husband, and moreover, he is the boss. He is the head of the home. God had made him. He did not choose himself to be the head of the home. It is God ordained. Because you know that when God wanted to create a woman, he made a man to sleep. Exactly. He removed the rib from the man. While the man was sleeping, he created a woman. And when the man woke up from his sleep, yes, or the slumber, it was like, wow, this is the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. So two of you, that's why as soon as that ceremony of marriage, of joining, you're not even joining, you only witnessed the coming together of couples.
Yes.
You know, say, when in God's number, two are one.
Okay.
He is your bone. That's why you should respect her, because she is your bone.
Okay.
I mean, yes, part of you they remove. They didn't bring a stranger to unite home, and that's why God has made it that we must respect all aspects of marriage.
Yes.
Yes, it's very important we do it.
So you're saying that it's not only the man that is being supposed to be respected, even the woman deserves respect, because we emphasize so much on women respecting their men. That means the wives respecting their husbands. So you mean that it should be vice versa. A man too should respect the woman. All right. What are the essential values or principles that underpin a healthy, respectful marriage? Because some people said that if you want me to respect you, you should earn it. Do you understand? For a man that don't take care of the family, upkeep and all of that, do you understand me? The wife might not give him the respect he deserves because he's not living up to the head of the family, like you emphasize that the man is the head of the family. So what do you have to say concerning that?
Yes,
does it mean that he should earn the respect as the head of family by like footing the bills?
Yes, let me, before I come to give you the definition of that.
Okay.
You know, there are a lot of responsibilities that comes. Leadership, head of a home comes, we just rightly say, comes with a lot of responsibilities.
Yes.
It's not about you footing the bills.
Okay.
No, it is beyond a man picking the bills of the house as the head of the. Mind you, the wife is a helper. We will also look at, maybe in the subsequent, look at how a woman is a helper.
Okay.
The burden of children, the burden of responsibility of the home shouldn't at times be levied, heaped on the shoulder of man.
Okay.
And then let me get back again. When you talk about respect, a man could be rich financially. A man could be providing all you want. He could be providing everything, paying the school fees, and feeding and everything. But he does not respect that marriage.
Yes. You're correct.
He does not respect the marriage.
Exactly.
And that is what the issue we need to address today.
Okay.
He is putting if a man gives me all I want, he can flirt. That is very, very uncultural.
Okay.
Marriage is marriage. And marriage is between two couples, like we define here, between a man and a wife. Unless otherwise, when the man has chosen to marry another one,
okay,
to bring in another wife.
That's based on polygamous.
Yes,
polygamy right now.
Yes, basis.
Okay.
He can bring in another one, but if we must do that, it must go through the right channel.
Okay.
Of going to the home of where that lady is coming from to perform some traditional rites of marriage, which will be witnessed and attested to by the parents of the girl. When a man you're claiming that your man is taking care of you, he is doing everything for you, but he has a girlfriend, a mistress outside.
All right.
Which is one, before God, is a sin.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Very well.
There's no respect. The man himself has lost that respect naturally in the marriage.
Okay.
Then we want to talk about when the wife will respect you. But in other area, if your husband takes care of you, and he does not cheat on you, he holds tight to his family, he cares so much about his family. If maybe he might be lacking, look, at times we cannot be 100%.
Yes, we can.
He might be lacking in area of finance for a while. For God's sake, he deserves your respect.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not about footing the bills.
No. It shouldn't be all about footing the bills, because that's why we have in everything God created, He created them too. He created the day, He created the night. Are you aware?
Okay.
He created the sun, He created the darkness. That's why He created a man, He created a woman. And then sometimes in life, the ups and downs of a man could come in.
Okay.
This man has been taking care of the home when he had. He has been footing the bills.
Okay.
Even loving you. Maybe he had some challenges.
Yeah.
Yes. He couldn't meet up at that time, which I know with time he will come up on board. So that shouldn't make you lose the respect you have for your husband.
Thank you so much.
If you lose the respect,
Yes.
others will take advantage and abuse your husband.
Exactly.
And when your husband is abused,
Yeah.
you are among
Equally abused.
abused.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Matade. I just want to let's discuss on this. You talked about a man cheating or having a mistress outside. But what do you tell to the society that have seen it as the norm? It's normal for a man to have something. They will even tell you, since your husband can provide for you, pay the tuition fee, bring food on the table, it's normal, just let him be, remove eye in his business, just let him do his thing. So now it's becoming a norm for them to disrespect the sanctity of marriage in the sense that they provide for you, and you as the woman, you should be okay with it. Do you understand? You should be okay with it, and you doing otherwise is just making you a bad person or being greedy and possessive. Like they say, there's love in sharing. Why can't you share? Do you believe that a man should be shared with other ladies?
In the context of sharing in marriage, it's very wrong for, in that term of sharing with a married man, it's very wrong, absolutely wrong.
Okay.
And that is one of the reasons we thought that we should come up with this project called Moral Rebranding to correct the ills in the society. It is absolutely wrong. It is not right in any way. In the eyes of the law, it's very wrong. In the eyes of divine law, it is very wrong. Like I said before, if you're a man,
Yes.
if the society permits, encourages polygamy, do it in a very formal way. Let it be official. Let it be known to the society. You don't begin to keep a side chick, and the outcome, the resultant consequences of that is affecting the society. No. People should not interfere in this area. People should not interfere in a family by encouraging a man or a woman. Say, no, remove your eye from your husband as long as he is providing.
Exactly.
It's a very wrong counseling.
Okay.
Your husband is your husband. Elizabeth, when you set to go and marry that man, you did not consult any of them. And during the vow was for better, for worse. So why should you now turn your eyes away from your husband when he's doing the wrong thing? Because what he's doing at that point in time is wrong. Keeping a girlfriend, it is not official. It is not morally. It is very wrong, and it is wrong of anybody who is giving that lady a counseling to just keep quiet, allow the man be.
Exactly. Oftentimes we hear that.
Yes. It is a very wrong counseling, and you are bringing a catastrophe in that family. And that's why we said respect. That's why today's topic is very, very imperative.
Exactly.
When you say respect or sanctity of marriage, it should be respected in all. If you lose your business, you have not lost anything. Are you with me?
Exactly.
If you lose your job at this moment in time, you have not lost anything. But when you lose your marriage, you've clearly lost everything. It could be very devastating because the world depends on you, and inequally in a reverse, you depend on the world. They are looking forward to you bringing a good leadership from your home. So it is very wrong. Like I said before, and I repeat, unless the man has decided to marry and with agreement.
With agreement.
With your wife.
Good.
It's something you should sit down. Oh my dear, please see what happened. Why I want to go for a second wife? She has the right to know.
Okay.
Yes, because you have already married her. She's your all and all. She's all you have at that point in time.
Do you think that men actually have a reason for taking a second wife?
And that's what I'm telling you. If they don't have, they should start having.
Okay.
Yes, you could. That's what I'm saying. You could sit down, tell your wife, maybe you have those who don't believe that God, you know what I mean,
yes,
can do something.
Okay.
Can change any situation. I have seen people in the Bible. I have seen people in the Holy Books who gave birth at a very cracking age. And I have seen a lady who has given birth at a very young age.
Yeah.
So there is nothing God cannot do.
Exactly.
So it is better because at that point in time, she is your partner. It is good. Okay, maybe you don't have a male child.
Okay.
And you feel it's becoming a challenge. You feel, because most times this pressure is coming from mother-in-laws and relations. Matade, your wife never born a male child, try and born. Leave her for me. I married her. I didn't marry her for you. Are you with me?
Exactly.
But when you feel that the influence is becoming overwhelming, you should call your wife.
Okay.
And sit down. My dear, look at this. But it will be very, very wrong of you as a husband to begin to bring the comments of the outsiders, giving it as a reason to place before your wife. This is why I want to do this. You must have a conviction within you. Why you must be convinced within you before you set out for such goal. And then it's up to your wife to answer, okay, well, if that is going to bring good tidings to my home, I welcome it. But when she tells you, can we not wait? You can hold on. Because she is your second in command. At this point in time, that is when the saying of flesh of my flesh comes in. She's the second in command. You removed, but the day you married her was the day you be removed to your rib to create that woman. Yes. If men don't know, let them know today. She is the bone of your bone. So you should respect her.
Your better half.
Your better half. I think that's another this thing, your better half.
Yes.
That's that it is.
It's obvious that you have a different view about marriage and respect, okay? Because due to your family background. So I want to know how your upbringing and family background influences your view on marriage and respect. Because not everybody has shared this view. Some men think that a woman should be, like you say, a helper, should take their orders, should not question whatever they do. You're not meant to question me. I married you with my money. You're not even meant to get angry or react to anything that I do. Do you understand me? You're just there to give birth to children, take care of my children. They don't believe that a woman should be heard. They don't believe that in a family a woman should contribute. Some of them don't even listen to their wife because of the way they are raised in their family or the background they are coming from. So I want you to tell us how your own family background influences your view of marriage and respect, because not every man they have respect for marriage or for their wives.
It's very unfortunate that men could voice out such word to their wife.
Yeah.
I married you.
With my money.
First of all,
emphasis on
you
the
didn't
money.
buy her. It's not a commodity that you went to the market to go and pick. Maybe sometimes consumable products.
Oh.
Or when you call it perishable products, or a car. You could just go to the garage, and knock, I want to buy that Peugeot, and you pay the issue receipt and come and be driving it around. No! It's a human being. Created by God, like we keep repeating, the bone of your bone. She has every right for any action you want to take. You should respect her. You should not disrespect her. Unless otherwise. Probably, we could say, it's okay in the case of adultery. If you cannot condone, are you me?
Exactly.
You could let her
go.
Be. Take her back to the family where you brought her from. Oh, this is my reason. I can no longer continue. This is what happened. Is an aberration. It's a crime to my tradition. It's a crime against humanity. We can no longer reconcile it. Please take back your daughter. Return her from where you brought her from. You didn't pick that product from the street. No, you didn't. So the question of you saying, I married you, you are here to bear children for me. No, that statement is very wrong. You shouldn't even come into marriage. Marriage is a purely God's business. And you married her, you didn't marry her. Let me correct one impression. He did not marry your wife to come and bear children for you. No. That one is after. The first thing your wife owes you, and you owe your wife, is love. Companionship. She has come to help you, a helper. Imagine you're back from work, like we close now, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You get home, your wife will be able to call you, oh, Matade, are you back? I said, I'm back. Oh, how was the day? I was watching your program today. There was a little error. You did very well. Oh, okay. Oh, that your presenter is doing very well. You'll be able to see it. That is the primary objective of marriage. Then, issue of childbearing comes
second.
If you get it, is an addition. But for the fact that you have married her, that is your first point. You should look after your wife. Your wife should look after you. You cannot begin to talk of unknown, something that is still hot to come tomorrow. The one you have at hand, you know what I mean, deal with it. Like you rightly pointed out, I grew up in a home, even though I want to say it here that I'm coming from I'm a product of a polygamous home. Yes, I am.
Tell me.
Yes, and incidentally, my mom happens to be the second person.
Okay.
Yes, and I was told, my mom told me, and my stepmother told me, because my stepmother took care of me as if though I am her only child.
Wow.
But rather, she had 6 children already. I am the last person. So she cuddled me with respect and love. So she told me a lot of things. That when my father wanted to engage my mom, not a girlfriend,
yes,
they discussed it. Look at it. My father said, my mom is okay, no problem. And the marriage was contracted. And 2 of them lived together. There was no problem.
You mean that 2 women can actually stay together?
They did. Even, was it yesterday, I was telling somebody that in our home, where I grew up, even though we lost our father early enough, I think he died around 58, 59 there. But my stepmother took control as even in partnership with her second wife.
She's a strong woman.
Yes. You don't, even if you are married, among the male children, if you are married, you are in Lagos, you are in Ibadan, and we are home for Christmas, we don't use different pots to cook. We cook from one pot.
Wow.
And then we share, they will go to the parlor where you have all this makeshift dining table. It is there, they will now put you and your husband, but they must cook that food from one pot. So I'm just telling you the kind of background I had. And that my father set that standard. And I believe that my father did very well.
He did.
Yes. 2 of them there was no differences between my mom and my stepmother. Even in my community then, people were like, it was later than that, because, your mom is from Ogoja. We thought, but it's like, up to today, I still hold her at high esteem. Marriage should reflect it. Like we read, if you respect the rules of marriages,
yes,
God will reward you.
Wow, thank you
because
so much.
Because keeping a girlfriend is, I look at it as being, it's a complex.
Keeping a girlfriend is a complex, like
yes,
you
a complex. You're not sure what you want.
You are not sure what you want.
And that could lead you to death.
Yeah. So what are some common challenges that can elude respect in a marriage, and how can couples overcome them?
That's a quick one again. Like we said before, if a man is cheating on the wife,
that means the woman is not going to be respecting him, because
like we said, yes, naturally the thing begins to lose respect. Right? Yeah, begin to lose respect, and because it's natural, because you have broken the vow.
Yes.
Because respect comes with keeping vow.
So it's not the woman's fault if it happens.
No, but that does not give that woman the role.
Okay, it does not
to retaliate.
Okay.
A good mother should pray for the husband.
Should pray.
There should be. If found out, something must have cost it.
Okay.
Either the woman is not playing her role very well. Some men some of them don't have control. When you begin to, and some of them are being influenced by their wealth.
Yes.
Now, most of these people you see that are running after girls up and down, maybe they had the money then, and they were being humble to their wife.
You're very correct. When they don't have money, they will be humble, like a good husband.
Yes.
But when you start making small cash, they show their
real self. That means you are not real.
Exactly.
And you are not respecting, like I said, once you respect somebody's feelings, once you injure somebody's feelings, that person has the right to react, but maybe not in a negative way that could affect the other person.
Okay, so how is the person meant to react? how do you want the lady to react in the case of a lady right now that the husband is cheating, and you know your husband is cheating, and you know the woman you are sharing your husband with? How do you go about dealing with the jealousy, with everything that is happening?
Yeah, I think in some churches I know, they have, before a marriage is contracted between two couples, they have what we call sponsors. They're supposed to be a guardian. And they have their, how do you call it, their pastor or reverend of the church. And then in the traditional marriage, when you did at home, first of all, what you do,
yes,
take this thing to your parents-in-laws.
Okay.
This is what my husband is doing. I will take that step. That's that point. It's a point of sacrifice.
Okay.
Yes, it has to come. Take the complaint to your, how do you call it, to the parents-in-laws. They will be able to call their son. No, look at this. The reports we are getting from their wife is not true.
Okay.
How true is it? If it's true, please amend their ways.
Okay.
A good parent-in-law will call their son and say, don't bring embarrassment to us. I did not treat your mother this way. Where did you learn this culture from? But when the thing now goes beyond that,
okay,
that's when you now run to your church or the body you wedded.
Yes.
They have counselors. They will be able to call him or her to order. This is not right.
Okay.
We don't, such a thing is not tolerated in my community. I mean, the Christian community,
yes,
or maybe in any religious community. And you can see that it's not only the religious community. There is no society that welcomes smiles at adulterous life, illicit behavior in a marriage. There is no society that condones that. So explore every possible avenue, you know what I mean, of seeking for peace. Yes.
All right, this reminds me, what my friend told me something like that happened to her, but she went to the church. Actually, the church said that she should take it to, like you said, the mother-in-laws and her own parents, so they will come together. And oftentimes the husband denied or refused the invitation when they invite him. And moving on, years later, the whole family, her own family, took side with her. The husband family took side with him. It was like more or less family and family stuff. This one taking side with your son, the family of the lady taking side with their daughter, and things like that weren't resolved, in the sense that they didn't reach any agreement. The center could no longer hold, because each family takes sides, and church hangs off that it's family that will take care of it. And at the end of the day, they did not reach any agreement. What do you have to say to mother-in-laws taking side with their case? The man taking, the man's family taking side with him, and the female family taking side with her. At the end of the day, this is not what the girl really wanted. She wanted them to resolve things so that they can come together. But at the end of the day, they take side with their children or their child. Everybody takes side with their own child. What do you have to say?
I'm actually taking this report with a pinch of salt
in
the first place, because I'm not passing judgment or condemning anybody on this case. But when it comes to this point of where families are now backing their own, they are making the problem more complex. Because the day the man came to your house to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage, like we said, they are one.
Okay.
Yes. You have no business taking side with any of them. It will be wrong. At that point in time, as mother-in-laws or parents-in-laws, is to explore every avenue of peace. You shouldn't, at that point, you shouldn't blame. If you find anybody wanting, it's something you should call the other person privately. This is the way. What you're doing is wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did you, like, you give yourself, how did you do this? Why did you learn this? And maybe they'll call them on. Well, but you people should, you know them, and go and see how you can resolve your marriage. And let me tell you, marriages are not resolved 100% by outsiders.
Okay.
No. It is the couples.
Okay. You're saying that the parents-in-law cannot even actually resolve the marriage.
The contribution towards that is minimal.
Okay.
There is not much they can do. Rather, there was one experience that happened one time. I was actually home, and I wasn't really talking to my wife for about 3-4 days. He doesn't greet me, I don't greet her. And then I went to work, I came back. I think she was in the kitchen cooking. He just, at that day, he didn't tell me welcome. And I asked myself, I said, come. Nobody corrects I am the head of this house.
Okay.
Nobody corrects this except me.
Yes.
What did I do? I went to the kitchen off the gas. She was cooking. Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes, I did.
You're looking for trouble.
Out of the gas, because the food you want to cook is actually for us.
Okay.
Out of the gas, I say, oh yeah, over to the bedroom. You know, the next time I saw her, there were tears dripping on her eyes, from her eyes. I said, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? What can't we resolve? What's even the problem that we cannot, two of us?
You didn't want to beg her. You didn't want to
But
beg
if she had told me, Matade, this is what you did, are you with me? Maybe. But I didn't. But now I had to ask, okay, whatever it is, at times, women, we should come down at times. Yes.
Are you trying to blame women right now?
No, I'm saying that when it comes like that, you are the head of the home.
Okay, you're talking about the men.
Coming down.
Yes, you
That's
should.
what I'm saying.
Men should.
Please, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Yeah.
You know, I think even though some other things happened after that, but I ensure that I was in control.
Okay.
Like I told you, most cases. Okay. Look at the case of adulterous husband or an adulterous wife. How do you look at that? Is it the family that led you to go and commit adultery? It's not. So it's something that we should sit down as parents, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And talk to ourselves. That's why this rebranding, we are thinking that we are returning back to the home. We are coming from home again, back to the streets. Because everything starts and ends at home. We should respect. The sanctity of marriage is very important. Once we get it wrong at home, the society pays for it.
Exactly.
Yes.
The case will suffer first
Yes.
in the society. All right, thank you so much. There have been the Moral Rebranding Program with Elizabeth Ikonne and Mr. Matade. Mr. Matade, any updates?
Yes, we have over the week, we have really joined. We had on Sunday, we were invited by the Great Jesus Chapel Ministry International, Ado, New Nyanya. And then the following day, I think we were in the Best International School, the same Ado, First Baptist Nursery and Primary School, the same New Caro. And then just on Thursday, we were in Belela Land Montessori Primary School, New Caro. And I could see so much excitement on these children each time we go there, you know. Like yesterday, it was on Thursday. After the exercise, I was having it, when I was giving them their pin-up, it was like, Matade, you're not going. I said, if you don't go back to your class, I'm going to come back tomorrow.
Okay.
It was like, Matade, when I come again? And some will even see me on the road. Matade, you promised to come to our school, you didn't come. I said, don't worry, I'll come. I'll see you. And then we also want to wish Mr. Sunday Aroni.
Yes.
He retired as a director. From Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development. NYC.
Sahid, yes.
Yes, we are wishing him a well-deserved retirement. He's a very nice man.
He is.
Very creative, and so he encourages you each time you go to him. Mr. Aroni might not have money to give you, but Mr. Aroni will welcome you, speak to you in a manner that you start something, you start getting millions of naira, and you'll be very proud that you are doing that.
Okay.
Yes, that's who Mr. Aroni is. We'll pray for him.
He don't just give you fish, he teaches you how to fish.
Yes, he teaches you how to fish. That's him.
People really testify during his retirement at the King's Court when I went. A lot of people, even his school. ABU, they came 40 years ago, they came to testify that he is actually a good man, Mr. Aroni, even the wife to the pastor. It was really amazing retirement and stand forth.
God bless him, and he's going home with something.
And very strong man as that.
He's very strong, very intelligent. And he's somebody that, whichever problem you bring, he looks at it and gives his advice.
All right. That has been the Moral Rebranding, like I said, with Mr. Matade and a little bit. Ikonne, make a day with us this and every Friday. You can also follow us on our YouTube channel at NYSC Radio TV or Ajuwaya Media, on our X, Instagram, and YouTube. NYSC Radio TV or at Ajuwaya Media. It's Elizabeth Ikonne till I come your way again. Bye for now.
This thing is not off today. The AC.
Put the nation first.
Promise not.
The AC